Welcome to the last video of the Building Internal Developer Platforms ebook series. Today we're going to take a look at the final two chapters. So let's go ahead and jump into the slides and finish this out. We're going to start out with real-world use cases of vCluster. We're going to cover a couple of different things. So we're going to look at startup scaling with vCluster, enterprise application development with vCluster, educational institution leveraging vCluster for teaching, customer case study. So let's go ahead and get started with startup scaling with vCluster. So the background on this would be a fast-growing tech startup specializing in web-based services needed to quickly scale its development operations without significant capital expenditure on physical infrastructure. And the challenge is rapidly increasing development activities, demanding more isolated environments for testing and deployment, which traditional Kubernetes setups could not provide without substantial resource overhead. And the solution is the startup adopted vCluster to create multiple virtual Kubernetes clusters within their existing infrastructure, allowing each development team to operate independently and efficiently. And the outcome for this is enhanced developer productivity, cost efficiency, simplified management. So you're just kind of looking at a couple of different scenarios where you would use vCluster, what the background is, what the challenge is, what the solution is, and then what the outcome would be. And this is the next one is enterprise application development with vCluster. So the background would be a large enterprise with multiple internal software products needed a solution to manage its complex Kubernetes environments more effectively. And the challenge is the company struggled with resource allocation, security, and operational complexity due to the sheer number of physical Kubernetes clusters they had to maintain. The solution is vCluster, right? Enterprise implemented vCluster to consolidate their physical clusters into a more manageable number of virtual clusters, each tailored to specific project needs. And the outcome is improved security, operational efficiency, customization, and flexibility. Next up, the educational institution leveraging vCluster for teaching. So the background is an educational institution offering courses in cloud computing, and Kubernetes wanted to provide students with hands-on experience without the risk and cost of managing multiple physical clusters. Well, the challenge is they needed a cost-effective, scalable solution to give hundreds of students access to individual Kubernetes environments, which can be super expensive, right? Solution is the institution used vCluster to create virtual Kubernetes clusters for each student within a single physical Kubernetes setup. And the outcome for this is educational impact, resource efficiency, ease of management, like the cost especially, and like the speed of standing it up. Customer case study. So the background is Ada is a leader in automated customer service solutions, specializing in AI-powered platforms that enhance customer experience. Their challenge was to streamline Kubernetes operations within their development teams who lacked deep technical expertise in managing Kubernetes environments. And then the challenge is the company needed a way to allow developers to test their microservices without extensive knowledge of Kubernetes. And the initial solutions were costly and inefficient, leading to overlaps and blocked resources. Solution was they adopted vCluster, which provided virtual Kubernetes clusters, facilitating isolated and efficient testing environments without the overhead of managing separate hardware resources. And their outcome was increased developer efficiency by 10x, cost reduction, and then improved integration. So let's go ahead and hop into the final chapter, which is going to be the future of Kubernetes virtualization and vCluster. So we're going to look at emerging trends in Kubernetes and virtualization, technological advances in Kubernetes virtualization, vCluster, continuing innovation, and then the conclusion and the wrap-up of this series. So emerging trends in Kubernetes and virtualizations. We're looking at increased adoption of microservices. So the shift towards microservices architecture continues to accelerate, necessitating more dynamic and flexible Kubernetes environments. Virtual Kubernetes clusters are ideal for microservices because they allow for rapid scaling and isolation of services, supporting the decentralized nature of modern applications. And then the growth of hybrid and multi-cloud environments. As organizations seek to avoid vendor lock-in and optimize their cloud strategies, hybrid and multi-cloud environments will become more prevalent. Virtual clusters, with their ability to seamlessly integrate across different cloud infrastructures, will play a crucial role in this trend. Enhanced focus on security. With the increasing complexity of cloud environments and more stringent regulatory requirements, security will remain a top priority. Virtual clusters provide robust isolation and can be configured to adhere to strict compliance and security standards, making them an essential tool for secure deployments. And then technological advances in Kubernetes virtualization. So integration with AI and machine learning. The integration of AI and machine learning algorithms with Kubernetes management processes could significantly enhance automation in cluster scaling, fault detection, and self-healing capabilities. Virtual clusters will benefit from these advancements by becoming more autonomous and efficient. Improved resource efficiency. So future developments in virtual Kubernetes clusters will likely focus on even greater resource optimization, reducing overhead and enhancing performance. Techniques such as container runtime advancements and more efficient networking solutions will contribute to this efficiency. And then advanced monitoring and analytics tools. As virtual clusters become more widespread, the tools for monitoring and analytics will evolve to offer deeper insights into cluster performance and usage patterns. These tools will help drive organizations to optimize their applications and infrastructure based on precise data-driven feedback. So vCluster, continuing innovation. vCluster development roadmap. So Loft Labs, creator of vCluster, has committed to continuous improvement and adaptation of their product to meet the changing needs of developers and organizations. Expect to see regular updates enhancing usability, security, and integration capabilities. Community and open source contribution. So vCluster benefits from a vibrant community of users and developers who contribute to its development. This collaborative environment fosters innovation and ensures that vCluster remains at the cutting edge of technology trends. And then strategic partnerships and ecosystem expansion. So as the ecosystem around Kubernetes and cloud native technologies grow, strategic partnerships will enhance vCluster's integration with other tools and platforms, providing users with a more comprehensive and cohesive development experience. Like you'll see vCluster probably showing up in different cloud environments, stuff like that, to where you can use it there too. And then the conclusion and wrap up. Thanks so much for watching the series. If you haven't seen any of the other videos, you can go back and check those out. If you haven't read the ebook, you can download it. It's in the description. But let's go ahead and check out the conclusion here. The future of Kubernetes and cloud native development is dynamic and promising. As technologies evolve and new challenges emerge, virtual Kubernetes clusters will continue to play a critical role in enabling businesses to remain agile, secure, and competitive. The ongoing development of vCluster and contributions from the community will further enhance its capabilities, ensuring that it remains at the cutting edge of technology. Like I said, thanks again for taking the time to check out this series. Hopefully it was helpful. Hopefully this is the video form of the ebook, made it a little bit easier to get through it in case you didn't have time to read the ebook yet. But like I said, if you want to read the ebook, just download it and you can kind of walk through all the stuff that I've shown. And then you can also find like some of the examples and then you can deploy vCluster yourself or check out the docs. But yeah, thanks again for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.